Hi everyone, we are from the Giraffe Conservation Foundation. Our team protects and supports the safety of giraffe in 15 African countries. Together, we are going to share and explore lots of interesting environmental facts with you. I'm Audi.
This is Martha.
I'm Naomi. Welcome to episode 3 of Environmental Learning with the Giraffe Conservation Foundation. Have you ever looked around and noticed all the different kinds of plants growing in your environment?
Do you know how important plants are in our environment and in our everyday lives?
And do you know how to identify different plants?
There are many different kinds of plants. There are flowers, trees, shrubs, herbs, and grasses. Many plants are indigenous. Some are endemic and others are alien.
Indigenous plants are plants that grow naturally in particular areas. They are also called native. The mopane trees, the sausage tree, and many acacia trees are examples of indigenous trees in Africa.
Endemic plants are only found in one particular area and nowhere else in the world. A wonderful example of an endemic plant is the welwitschia that only grows in the Namib Desert in Namibia.
Alien plants are plants that do not grow naturally in an area. They've been introduced from other countries. In our country, aliens are spread from one area to another on clothing, by shoes, or through animal feed. Two examples of alien plants are the prickly pear cactus, which was introduced to Africa from Southern America, and the eucalyptus trees, which were introduced from Australia. These trees are not indigenous to Namibia.
Why do you think it's important to have plants around us? Plants are a very important part of nature because they play a big role in the cycle of life. And without them, there would be no life on Earth. Remember, they produce the oxygen that you and I need to breathe.
Plants also regulate ecosystems. This means that they clean the air that we breathe by absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to produce oxygen. They also provide habitats and food to over 80% of living things that are found on land. They also clean the water by filtering it. And they provide us with medicine, shade, and wood. We use wood for cooking, to make paper to write on, and homes to live in.
So how do we identify plants? Luckily, plants make this easy for us because they have characteristics which help us notice that they are different from one another. These characteristics include their size and shape, their flowers, their leaves, their fruits and bark, and sometimes the thorns.
Now let's have a look at different groups of plants. First, we have grasses. Grasses have long, flexible stems. Their leaves are long and narrow, and they wrap around the stem.
Then we have herbs and shrubs. Herbs are usually small to medium-sized plants. Their stems are soft and they usually die down at the end of the growing season. Shrubs are bigger than herbs and their stems are woody. They usually have more than one stem growing from the same point from the ground, and they are strong and flexible.
And lastly, we have trees. Trees are bigger than shrubs. They usually have one single big woody stem, which is also called the trunk, and many branches.
This is a blackthorn tree. If you have a closer look, their leaflets are really small and oval shaped. As a pair, they look like little butterflies. The thorns are really small and they are curved like a hook. Their fruits, which are also called pods, are thin like paper and they are light brown in color.
This is a camelthorn tree. If you look closely, you will see that the leaflets are really tiny. The thorns are long and thick at the base. They are white with brownish tips. Their branches are special for identification because they grow into an easy-to-see zigzag. Their fruits are shaped like a human ear and they are grey in color.
This is a sweet thorn. Like the camel thorn, it also has very small leaflets. Their thorns are thin, straight, and very white in color. Their branches grow slightly in a zigzag form and their bark is dark. Their fruits are brown and shaped like beans.
We have come to the end of our time together today. But before we say goodbye, we'd love to leave you with 2 actions that you can do by yourself, with your family, or with your friends.
Bye everyone.
And remember, the more curious you are, the more you find out.